right, let's begin.
Fossils. Dun, dun, dun.
We are back. It is Crafty Cars. Happy Tuesday, episode 9.
I don't know. Don't look at me. I don't know.
I think it's episode 9. And about 20 to 25 minutes ago, I was munching on some guacamole chips and string cheese so damn hard. I probably had like 40 chips and like
I don't know.
6 pieces of string cheese.
You did eat a
smoked
lot of string cheese.
Man, was it good though.
$9 string cheese.
Yeah, we got the good smoked stuff from the local festival foods here, and we
It's
have
expensive.
what brand are those guacamole chips?
I think they're Tostitos. They're supposed to be like the hint of guacamole, but they're not a hint.
It's a lot of guacamole. It
It's
tastes
not
so
a hint,
good.
but it's
So,
really
yeah.
good. Yeah.
This is episode 9. How's it feel, episode 9?
Whoop whoop.
How many episodes do you think we're gonna do this year?
Well, there's 52 weeks in a year, so if you kind of divide that by 2, that's 26.
Yeah, I am gonna be pretty full of I got a big project coming up, so that's gonna take up a lot of episodes. So I don't know if we'll keep doing podcasts every other Tuesday, or we'll just kind of squeeze them in when we get a chance if we have like major life updates.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, you ever thought about drawing on your eyebrows?
No, wait, what? Like shaving them off and drawing them on?
Yeah.
No, not really. Just because I don't like to take the time to like do that. Like I don't do my makeup every day, so.
I saw a lady at the gas station the other day. She had drawn on eyebrows. Yeah, I told her she drew them up too high. She looked surprised. So I've been I've been busy in the garage lately. I missed Tuesday upload. My goal this year was not to miss a single upload, and I already messed it up. However, I got the video ready, and it will be posted on Sunday the 9th, same day we're recording this episode.
Whoop, whoop.
But we had a little something come up, so that video is pulling the tranny on the legend. So yeah, a man in a tranny hanging out in the garage.
Stop.
Lauren comes to check on us every once in a while.
You can't say that anymore.
She was like almost 200 pounds. Big tranny.
You
I don't know
cannot
how
say that anymore.
The only way I was able to get it out from under my car was, use my quick jacks to raise the car up, and I made my own special floor jack.
He's talking about a transmission.
Obviously, this is crafting cars. So, pulled the tranny in the legend. I got it out of there successfully. That video will be uploaded on Sunday the 9th. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go ahead, check it out. And one thing I wanted to say about that is never get rid of your specialty tools. So if you ever get like a weird ass wrench or screwdriver or socket set, hang on to it because you never know when the thing's going to come in handy. That legend, you can't take that thing apart with like a standard socket set. You need a bunch of weird, funky ass tools. I'm using.
That's that hoarding mentality.
Well,
you know,
it pays off in the garage. Like I'm using like serpentine belt removal tools. I got like an off-axis, like offset ratchet I've been using. You need a combination of like 12-point, 6-point sockets, ratcheting wrenches. These are all good things to have.
Sure, that's what my grandpa thought. He had newspapers in his apartment from 1988.
Really?
I'm not kidding. I'll use it one day.
To what? Like if he pees on the ground or whatever, just soak it up?
No. I don't know. He always hoarded books and magazines and newspapers, but he literally had stuff from like the 90s. When he died, my mom would go through his apartment and she'd be like, yo, what the fuck, man?
I miss when newspapers were everywhere. They were good for like masking stuff off. Like, you had to spray paint something outside.
Yeah.
Use the newspaper, works so well.
Or when you had the silly putty and you want to transfer the comics onto the silly putty.
That's right. Yeah. Man, newspapers were nice back in the day.
Yeah, we always got the Sunday paper growing up.
Got the comics.
Yeah.
You got the
the crossword.
Crossword,
New York Times
Sudoku.
crossword is in there, but now you do Wordle and strands on your phone.
Yeah, if you guys aren't in on the New York Times website, it does.
Yep, Wordle, strands. They got the spelling bee. Although that one's a scam because you need to like make an account and pay to like get the full version of it.
Fun little brain games you could do at the beginning of your day. You can find them online at the New York Times website.
Every morning we do Wordle, connections, and strands in that order.
I was gonna say, don't worry about me ever running out of content. People ask me, hey, do you ever think you're gonna run out of content? Absolutely not. My problem is I have the opposite problem. All my cars and everything around me is constantly breaking. So sometimes I wish I had less content to film. And I mean, one good part about that is since that's kind of been the story of my life, I got pretty good at fixing a lot of things. You are a product of your own environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, like imagine if you lived in like a Dairy Queen basement and all you could eat was the dilly bars. Chances are you're going to be happy, but you're going to be big.
Stop. I want a dilly bar now.
You are the product of your environment.
Ooh, cherry dilly bar. Ooh.
Yeah. Speaking of cherry dilly bar and sweet treats, somebody teased me with a Shamrock Shake before the podcast today. She was like, hey, do you want to go get Shamrock Shakes before the podcast? And I'm like, oh my God. Right away in my mind, I was like, it's February. I thought Shamrock Shakes didn't come out till March. And she's like, no, I saw a video of someone with one the other day. Let's go get them. What happened, Lauren?
I Googled, they don't actually come out till tomorrow. I'm okay.
February 10th.
I saw somebody with one. Okay. Okay, I didn't know. I knew that they came out in February. Last year, they came out February 4th.
Really?
Or it was like February 4th or 5th.
It'd be smart to get them busted out before Super Bowl Sunday.
Well, all I'm saying is, because it's like, they have them out for like the month before and then they go away, usually St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Now I don't even know. Is it actually Black History Month or did you lie about that too?
Stop.
Is it Black History Month?
Yes.
February?
Yes. Wait, I'm actually like...
You don't sound super confident.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Let me double check. You keep talking while I look this up.
Well, all I'm saying is that I saw like a TikTok or an Instagram reel this morning of somebody. They had a fucking Shamrock Shake, all right? I was fed false information.
It is Black History Month.
I thought I was 90% sure.
So I'd like to say happy Black History Month. Don't worry, more Legend videos are coming out. Anyway.
You're going to get canceled.
I'm not going to get canceled.
We're saying tranny and making fun of Black History Month.
I would never joke about Black History Month. It's super serial.
That was very millennial of you to say.
Speaking of millennial, we threw some pots the other day. It was my sister was celebrating her birthday.
30th birthday. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop. Getting old. And...
Dude, she watches these,
She's getting old. And...
So mean. 30's not old, Autumn. We love you.
If you live to 90, that's a 30-year life.
Shit.
Yeah. So you better start living. And we were throwing some clay. So yeah, we all got together at this place called Pig's Eye Pottery in St. Paul, Minnesota. And basically, we all just sat in front of the little spinning wheels with some blobs of clay.
Mm-hmm.
And we worked those blobs of clay with our hand while spinning the wheels until we made little dishes and pots. And
yeah, I
had a good time.
Bowls. I mostly made bowls because I wasn't feeling super adventurous. It was my first time doing it. But it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. At first, I did fuck up because my first pot I made, I accidentally made the wall too thin and then it broke. And then the wall broke off.
Yeah, I broke like 10 pots.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I only did that. I only broke my first one. But one time I did make the clay too wet or whatever and it flung off the fucking thing into the there's like a little extra basin around the wheel and it flung and it started like shot around the basin.
I ended up getting clay all over my pants and it wasn't even my own clay, it was my sister's clay. It's like when she did her first couple pots, she was super sloppy with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just flinging clay all over. Like the table was wet, she took her clay, threw it on the table and just splattered all over me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was really fun.
It feels good to get out of the house, do some artsy stuff, and
yeah,
let your creative juices flow.
It was like something I'd want to do like on the weekends sometimes. Like it's expensive to do if you go like, but it was a lot of fun.
$85, but yeah, it was a good time. And the leader of the group, Jason, he was a cool guy. Definitely a stereotypical millennial man though.
Yeah, but he was really cool. He was really nice and he didn't make you feel stupid if you like, because it was like almost all my first time. You did clay in high school, though.
Yeah.
And a couple of the other people seemed to have some experience, but most of us were like, it was our first time ever doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was really cool. He didn't make you feel stupid for like messing it up immediately.
But like bald, the big old beard.
Tattoos.
You can tell he likes cold pressed coffee. He started doing his own bread. He started making his own bread.
Yeah, sourdough starter. I remember when he said that your sister got super excited because she's doing sourdough starters.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, I don't remember if it was Mary or Mariah. I don't know. She said that they're all gonna share sourdough starter amongst their friend group or something. I don't know.
Spread the yeast around.
Ew.
Sourdough. Sourdough is your kryptonite.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
I can't
not
eat
good
it.
for you.
Not good for me. I'll die, but
Yeah.
it's good. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So we got to make a bunch of pieces, and you get to keep 3 of them. So he was like, make as many pieces as you want, and then once we're done, go through them and euthanize the ones that you don't want, and then save
Yeah.
the top 3, initial them. And we got to draw designs on them too. I made mine kind of thick. I didn't realize that I was scared to make the walls too thin because I didn't want them to like break. But then they didn't really dry out in time, so I couldn't really put a design on them.
Yeah.
So that was okay though. I don't need to. They'll still look cool at the end.
Yeah, it'll be nice. We need a spoon rest.
Yeah, I tried to make a spoon rest.
We got a spoon rest. I got stuff to like hold pencils or maybe like blueberries.
Something. I got a couple bowls now.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool. I'm excited. He's not gonna fire them, or they won't be ready until like the 27th, I think he said. So, but I'm excited to get them back. It should be cool.
Yeah. Ethel Cain. Been listening to a couple of her songs.
Yeah.
Ethel Cain is nice.
Yeah.
Song of the week, song called Crush by Ethel Cain. It's a good one.
I gotta take credit for that. I introduced you to her.
Lauren showed me. It sounded like something that like my mom would listen to back in the day.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. So yeah, check her out if you haven't heard of her.
Yeah. She makes like really angsty, like almost trailer trash, like Southern Gothic vibe music, but like in the best way.
So it's no surprise that I instantly fell in love with it.
Yeah. Very angsty.
So anyway.
Yeah, that's cool.
Around the house, part of the reason why I didn't get the last upload out is because we've been having a little carpentry adventure.
Mold.
Yeah. So kind of back behind our, like the little kitty corner behind our cabinets, our refrigerator, and like the backside of our furnace room, we found some mold spores.
Yeah. So in the cabinets.
Yeah.
So
in the cabinets, behind the cabinets, on the walls. Not good.
Yeah.
So out came the sledgehammer. I started knocking down the walls, recycled all that old moldy wood, and then I was on the hunt for new cabinets. Yep. And I found some. Had to find them online because, like, sorry, I'm sniffling so much. I had to find them online because Menards, Home Depot, and all the local stores, they couldn't have like cabinet sets that had everything exact dimensions how I needed it.
Right, because we needed like 3 pieces that go together, but we have ready to assemble or like pre-made cabinets are not custom. So.
Yeah, pre-made cabinets from 1998.
Yeah, so and then the dimensions are very, very, very specific.
That's right. But doing enough looking, finally found a company online called Lene Homes Cabinets.
Yeah.
They seem to be pretty nice.
Yeah.
I like them because these ones are these ones are plywood.
Yeah.
Where our old cabinets were particle board with fake wood laminate on top.
Yep.
So it doesn't take much moisture.
No, to get it bubbling. Yeah.
No, I say like particle board, if anything, it absorbs moisture. You always see it swelling and
changing. Yeah.
Not a good cabinet material. So anyway, we got all that removed.
Yeah.
Cut it out. Prep the remaining. Then I had to do some sheetrock work. My first time doing a sheetrock repair panel.
Mm-hmm.
So I did like about 1.5 by 3 foot piece of sheetrock. Cut it out. Cut the same size hole in the wall. Screwed it in there and onto the frames, and grafted it in with some spackle or joint compound, I guess you call it.
Mm-hmm. Lauren
sanded it out for us, and then everything in there we hit with a Kills primer, which is like a mold and mildew resistant primer.
Yeah.
It's white, basic, and it should do the job.
Yeah.
So, I got one of the 3 cabinets assembled. The other 2, they shouldn't be too bad, but just trying to pace myself right now because I've got so many projects going on at the same time. Yeah. It's getting a little overwhelming.
And I wish I could help with more of them, but I just a girl.
Just a little girl.
Not to say that girls can't do stuff, but
you wouldn't want to pull the transmission out of the Acura Legend.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't know how.
And you probably wouldn't want to pull the dash out of the Dodge Stealth.
I don't want to do that, and I don't know how. I could watch a YouTube video, but chances are, my problem is when I do things, I do my best to be careful and do it thoroughly, and I still somehow always fuck it up. Like, I don't know.
Oh, me too. I always mess it up too.
I don't know what it is, but and like it's like
that's
whenever
how it
I try
goes,
to be
man.
extra gentle with something, I always end up fucking breaking it, or like I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm good at it.
Yeah, I like chipped a corner of the cabinet. I had to glue it back in. One of the drawers accidentally assembled upside down, so I had to pull it apart, reassemble it, stick it in. So.
Oh, I did that when I was building my nightstand. I did it
really?
like backwards or so. I forget how.
But it's nice. At least these cabinets seem pretty high quality. The hardware is nice.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than getting some like IKEA spec furniture,
Yeah.
and the hardware is so cheap.
Honestly, though,
Like every screw strips out.
if you need new cabinets, these Laneige cabinets, they shipped pretty quick.
Yep.
And they're decent quality.
Oh yeah. So while I was at Ace Hardware today, of course, while I built my cabinets, I wanted a little something to snack on. So I got myself a bag of Haribo gummy bears.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
And I just wanted to tell the audience that contractors love sweet little treats like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when you go to Menards or Fleet Farm, they got the clear bags of just like bulk candy.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was working at Menards, cashiering, oh my goodness.
Yep. And they just keep it like in their cab of their truck and whatever, and just snack on it.
Energy drinks and sweet little candy treats.
Or like
man.
the bags of mixed nuts. Those go crazy at Fleet Farm.
Yeah, it's always the guys that you wouldn't think are having little sweet treats.
Mm-hmm.
They're the craziest for them.
Yeah.
The J35 Acura engine that I'm going to be putting in my 1997 Honda Civic, I want to put some nitrous on that, John. What do you think about that, Lauren?
Scary.
You think the tranny's going to handle it?
I don't know.
No, so if I stick with the 5-speed Miata tranny on the Civic, I'm going to have to beef it up.
I thought it was going to be strong enough. Because isn't it bigger? I don't know.
So the J35 and like all the J series, they are transmission destroyers, especially automatic transmissions. If you got like an auto tranny hooked up to your J series, see you later, auto tranny. They don't like it.
Yeah, but yours is manual.
But I will have manual, but it's from the Miata. And the 5-speed Miata transmission can only really comfortably hold 250 horsepower to the wheels. And my J series is going to be making 290, 280 naturally aspirated. So it's probably going to be around like 230, 240 to the wheels. And if I want to put a little spray on it, I might be making like 350 to the wheels. And it'd be a little much for the tranny. So I got to get the Miata transmission built.
Why would you need that?
So if like, you got a nice streetable J-Series Civic, rear-wheel drive Civic for around, cruising around town. But say you get on the highway and a Mustang pulls up next to you, that's when you need the spray.
Why would you need to go... Why you need to go that fast?
Because if you don't go that fast, you're going to lose. And then there goes your honor, and then there goes your YouTube channel.
What about your wife and kids at home? Daddy, I hope you make it back.
Son, don't worry, I'll make it back. And I'll make it back even faster with this 50-shot of nitrocine installed in my trunk.
All right.
It'd be cool. I just before I die, I want to have a car with nitrous. Just because of the Fast and Furious era, playing the Need for Speed games, there's nothing more exciting than hitting that button.
Hit the NOS.
Yep. Or pulling up to a car meet and purging your nitrous tanks. There's something about it. It's cool.
All right.
You don't think nitrous is cool? Actually, it's one of the coolest things out there.
I don't think it's not cool, I guess. I don't specifically see it on a car and go, "Whoa, cool."
You don't do that?
No.
I do.
I go, "Ooh, scary. That could blow up."
Yeah, that happened in the first Fast and Furious. They did a drive-by on Brian's Eclipse. And a bunch of machine guns. They sprayed the car down. And all of a sudden, I think Dom looks at Brian. He goes, "NOS!" And then they both hit the deck, and the car blows up in a big blue flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would not be good to get in an accident with NOS tanks in the back. Yeah, I guess I never thought about that.
Yeah. Think about all the ding-dongs on the road, especially that we saw the other day. Dude, you cannot drive anymore because straight up, these people are idiots.
Well, yeah, you can't get out on the highway without seeing at least one or two ding-dongs.
It's every 5 feet you run into a fucking ding-dong nowadays. There's so many people that
There's always the chance you'll see a ding-dong.
On my way back and forth from work, I don't even live far from my work. And there's this one intersection that people regularly do. It's a 4-way stop. They straight up do not stop. They run the stop signs or they slow down to 10 miles an hour and just roll on.
The stop sign it's just a suggestion for them.
Bro, you're gonna fucking hit somebody. But nobody's got any patience anymore. Nobody uses blinkers. I'm gonna go on my rant here. Nobody uses blinkers. Nobody knows how to drive. Nobody checks their fucking mirrors before they switch lanes. Who the fuck does that? I mean, you put your blinker on, you start moving, and then you check your mirror. What the fuck's wrong with you? That's not the right order.
They were special kids.
You put your blinker on, you check your mirror, then you move. Christ.
So how do these guys get their driver's licenses? My driver's ed test, funny, the owner of Crafting Cars failed his driver's ed test 3 times.
Guys,
guys.
Do we think he should have nozzles on his car?
But it's because my dude was stingy and he was big. He's like comfortably in the 300s and he had to squat down into my 97 Civic. Right off the bat, he was docking points.
Really?
Yeah. Just because of my street game, just because my car was sitting low and it's small.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had to drive my mom's town and country minivan for my driver's test.
Ooh, do you have to parallel park it too?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough.
I passed my test on the first try. And I only got like 1 point marked off. Dude, I did not have a backup camera or anything, and I parallel parked a minivan, you know? I was like, I did a good job. It was in the spot, you know? But they were like, yeah, you're too far away from the curb. Minus a point. That was the only thing I got marked off
You
on.
say, I don't want to curb rash my rims.
Yeah, fam. Well, it was either that or take my dad's Chevy Silverado to the driver's test.
Yeah. So. Yeah, this guy, and he was an old man too, and a lot of those old men are like American cars only, you know, they don't like Civics. And then like you get like you still got those like the modern day version of that would be like the American truck guys that roll around in their Chevy Silverados or their Ford F-150s.
They're ultra lifted, like on the huge
with
tires.
Their like 25-inch rims and skinny tires. And
they have like the light bar up top.
Yeah. They like might have like a fuck Honda sticker in their rear window.
No, they have the skull, the Punisher skull.
The Punisher skull.
Oh my god,
they love to make fun of the Civics.
The lady around town with the pink skulls on her car.
Oh yeah, that's a good example too.
There's a lady around town. I don't even know what kind of truck it is. She has a white truck, but on the side she's got like livery of pink skulls.
That's right. That's a bad girl right there.
We haven't seen her in a while, but when you see her driving that truck, she fits it.
Yeah.
It's so gross looking.
It's tacky. Same with pink camouflage. That's got to be the tackiest thing out there.
Literally, there's no.
It ain't
point
gonna
to
work.
It.
The pink camouflage is not gonna work.
There's no point to it.
Yeah.
It's
just to make it a little girly.
And then the have you seen the camouflage like lingerie?
Oh yeah, I used to work at Fleet Farm. I saw camo lingerie. We used to sell it. Yeah, we used to sell. That's how I first saw it. We used to sell pink camo lingerie at Fleet Farm.
Yep. Disgusting.
That's
when I worked there, they did
disgusting.
not. But
yeah,
still, just weird. Fucking
weird. Probably itchy as hell too.
Oh, probably.
It's probably not high quality there too. Yeah. And then you get it home and it's like, honey, why does it smell like tires in here? And she comes out in her Fleet Farm lingerie. Why does it smell like tires and horse food? Where did you buy this lingerie?
Fleet Farm.
The Man's Mall.
The Man's Mall.
That's what they call it.
And I bet she took out a Fleet Farm credit card to buy it.
Yeah, maybe she got like half off on her first purchase.
Yeah, you do get a good deal on your first purchase if you get a Fleet. Not to promote it, it's not a good credit card.
But yeah, we were talking about a couple podcasts ago. Maybe it was in the last one. I think it was in our last podcast. Like the Honda, Mitsubishi, and Nissan were doing a merger.
Oh yeah.
Well, Honda has since said, "See you later, Nissan. We're not partnering with you." Nissan's a bunch of losers right now. I mean, do they have any good cars out? No.
Look at anybody who drives an Altima. Okay.
Okay. And you were getting on me for making Black History Month jokes.
I didn't say. I just said no, not Black. No. Just you see somebody driving an Altima, they like no matter what race they are.
Yeah.
It's clapped. They're a creature.
Yeah. They're a creature. I didn't mean to say anything racist there. I was just joking around.
No. I was just joking
around.
Meant those people driving the Altimas, first of all, drive like nutcases as well.
Yeah. And then since Nissan's so desperate now, they're thinking of maybe partnering up with these Chinese companies over in
like the EV ones?
Yeah. Like BYD, for example.
Bring your dick.
Bring your dick. BYD or Byetti, I don't know what you want to call it. They came out with like a new EV truck that's real nice. And like I said, they're taking off and we found out why too, that their manufacturing is so efficient. Their AI systems are just as advanced as the US AI systems. So we thought we were like a couple years ahead of them, but I guess we're not. So yeah, they're making big leaps and bounds in the manufacturing industry. However, Nissan may not partner with any of these Chinese auto companies because of these new tariffs getting imposed. So
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, so basically it's like if they wanted to import cars in the United States and they wanted to still like be profitable, shipping them over here would be real tough for them because right off the bat, they have to pay like 25% of the cost. So,
Oh.
yeah. So it's like a big old tax. There is a workaround, though, is if you take your company and you move it to the United States and you manufacture them here, for example, like American Honda in Ohio,
That's why I
then you
put
can work around that.
Ohio.
Then it's, then you got no tariffs, no tax or anything like that. You get
Well,
benefits.
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's a coincidence or anything. But lately in the news, if you've been seeing, there's been a lot of recalls on Honda and Toyota vehicles.
Yeah, normally there's not.
They didn't have that back in the 90s and early 2000s. Is it because they're finally building these things in the United States and the quality control might not be as high?
Well, is it the new ones though?
Yeah.
So like either the quality control isn't high or there's some shit with like, like they're all computery now.
And it's not even computer failures. It's like mechanical failures, engine failures.
Oh, really?
Honda having an engine failure?
Womp
Soichiro
womp.
Honda is turning in his grave right now. He does not do engine failures. He maybe did a J series automatic transmission failure one time, but he doesn't do engine failure. He is the king of like efficient, reliable, small engines. This is unlike him. Something's up.
I don't know.
And maybe it's because we're building Hondas in America. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's quality control because at one point, I think Honda and GM, they were going to do a merger to start working on EV vehicles.
Oh, really?
Because GM's got this platform, they call it the skateboard chassis, where it's basically the electric motors and the batteries on the car all one solid level. Looks kind of like a skateboard.
Yeah.
And I think Honda wanted in on that, maybe building platforms on top of that chassis.
Yeah.
But because of GM's quality control issues, Honda pulled out of that one too. Yeah.
I don't know.
So they got a standard to live up to.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I don't know if it's possible to do that with the quality control standards here in the US of A.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, they let us eat a lot of food that's not good for us.
Yeah, that's one thing too.
I mean,
yeah, they just banned red number 6 or whatever.
Yeah, not even red 40.
Red 40's still out there though, even though it's linked to ADHD.
Well,
and I had a lot of red Kool-Aid as a kid.
I thought that was disproven.
I don't think so.
I thought, didn't we Google it one time?
I think so. I think there hasn't been enough time passed yet.
It's probably like the correlation of like aspartame and cancer where they're like, well, it could lead to cancer. Okay, well, yeah, me just drinking water could also lead to me getting cancer, but it's not like...
That was big sugar that came up with that rumor.
It's not causation, It's not like causing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm cool with all the aspartame. Give me it. Give me zero sugar. I don't think it's going to give me cancer straight up.
Yeah, that was a lie by Big Sugar. And then to combat that, you remember all of a sudden Mountain Dew and Coke came out with like the original flavor with like the vintage
real
can
sugar.
and real sugar. Yeah.
Bitch, it's the same sugar they've been using.
There's a reason for all that. There's, different shifting agendas out there.
Literally. Well, because then we Google it and even the World Health Organization was like, no, unless you're drinking like 50 cans of zero sugar A&W a day, you're not going to get like any negative effects from aspartame.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about it. I'm going to drink all my zero sugar and all you fatties can keep drinking the full sugar. No, that sounds so mean.
Yeah.
No.
Speaking of weird liquids, what's gray?
What?
What's gray and comes in quarts?
Gray?
Yeah.
Do you mean the bottle's gray?
It's just gray and it comes in quarts.
What?
An elephant. That's so dumb. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that didn't land.
Wait, what?
I
still don't even get it.
Quart is a liquid measurement.
I know, but what does that have to do with elephants?
It's gray. It comes in quarts.
Okay.
It's gray and it comes in quarts. How did you not get to
Ew.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. We might have a sponsorship, or we're kind of working on one right now with a company called Evil Energy. I've used some of their parts in the past when I'm building fuel lines, oil lines, stuff like that. So yeah, Evil Energy, work with them. Excited to try out some more of their products in the future. Hopefully we can lock something down. On top of that, me and my boy Sean at work have been talking about working on my Hobart sponsorship. I need a TIG welder. Why are you looking at me like that? MIG's good, but for the fabrication I want to do, especially like welding up intercooler pipes and custom exhaust flanges and stuff, TIG would be nice just to have a little bit more control and a little bit better looking welds.
TIG is the one that has the continual releasing of the shit, right?
No.
Oh, wait, I forget.
MIG is the one where you're sitting there with the gun and it feeds a wire through.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's metal inert gas, MIG.
Mm.
Yeah, TIG is tungsten inert gas. So you got a little torch with a tungsten rod going through it. It's spraying gas while that tungsten rod is creating an arc to your workpiece. And that arc is so hot, and you can make it hotter or less hot or more or less powerful by pushing on a little pedal, or maybe the machine will do it for you. So you're basically just zapping that metal over and over and over again, basically melting it up in little pools. And if those pools are too shallow, that's when you add the filler rod, and you just go rinse and repeat until you got a nice stack of dimes there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And then you got stick welding, where you have something that generates, same thing, a ton of voltage, either AC or DC. And then you got a little stick with a little clamp, and you're basically making a closed circuit with whatever you are welding. So it'd be like positive, negative. You strike your workpiece with your stick, and all of a sudden you completed the circuit over a tiny little air gap, creates a bunch of current, and melts the steel together that way. That's the classic welding method.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So back in the day, everything used to be stick. And like, if you're welding stuff, like if you're welding stuff on a forklift or whatever, heavy duty, or underwater welding, that's usually all stick too.
Underwater welding does not, I mean, it makes sense, but it does not make sense.
It sounds like the scariest thing you could ever do. And apparently it's like one of the highest paying jobs, but I don't think it's worth it.
No.
Water and electricity? Are you serious?
Then you have like an oxygen tank strapped to your back that could also react with the spark.
Yeah. Yeah, not chill.
And you're in your suit like inches away from it.
Yeah. And then like all the electric eels are getting
miles underwater.
You.
What?
All the electric eels are getting kind of like a nice little buzz.
Yeah.
Looking at you.
They like to hang out.
Yeah. And the jellyfish are getting a little worked up.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, who's making all that electricity down there?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
I haven't seen electricity like that in a long time.
Party time.
Woo! What else? Yeah.
Gross.
Sorry.
We've been sick.
I'm super phlegmy, yeah. Lauren got sick, and then she got me sick. And it's been a little rough around the house. But I'm on... Sorry. I am on the mend. I'm on the mend. It might not sound like it, but my boogers are flowing a lot easier now. I got a little less post-nasal drip.
Yeah.
And, I've been going back to work, so...
Sorry, I work with kids.
Yep. But everyone at my workplace is getting sick, too.
I would say if they have kids, it's basically the same thing. Those kids are going to school the same place I'm at.
The bug's going around, that's for sure.
So it's like no matter what, everybody gets it.
Oh, I was talking to my buddy Sean at work, too. At least a lot of the young machinists in our area are Asian. Isn't that kind of strange? Or do you think that makes sense?
I mean, we got a big Hmong community.
Yeah. And then we do have St. Paul Tech right there. So that might be it. They have a machinist class.
Oh, that's probably it too. Yeah.
So at my workplace, it's especially third shift machinists. It's like 80% Asian.
Yeah, there's like even by my parents' house, there's a Hmong family that lives on a farm down the street. My parents live out in the country. Yeah, they're a farm down the street. The Hmong people live at, and they come to play volleyball at the beach all the time.
Oh, that's cool to see.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I love that. I love that sense of community, and I love that they'll actually go out there and they're like big into intramural sports.
Yeah, it is cool because I
cool.
played volleyball at school, and then a lot of my teammates were Hmong. But I remember my coach was also Asian. I don't think he was Hmong, but he would get mad at them because they play volleyball a little bit differently, I guess, because it's not like the same rules as
really
sanctioned. I don't know, whatever you call it. And they do this thing called tomahawking that my coach would get so mad at them. So it's like you put your hands together like this and you smack the ball like that.
Yeah.
And he gets so mad because he'd be like, "You can't control the ball like that. Quit doing it."
Oh, I'm sure they were controlling the balls like that.
No, sometimes it would definitely shank.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it was funny. It was I tried it out a couple times, but then he was like, "Quit doing it." And I'm like, "Sorry, I was just curious."
All right, so Gideon, if you guys remember him from the channel, apparently he's getting close to starting up his LS Swap Mazda RX-7. So it's any day now. Or any week now. Possibly any month now. Valentine's Day is coming up. Next weekend, Valentine's Day, we're going to take a trip to Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and maybe go roller skating.
Yep. Hopefully, if it's open.
Apparently, they got a Dairy Queen over there that kicks ass, my sister was saying.
Oh, yeah. What she said was like on Menominee Street or something.
Menominee Street Dairy Queen, yeah.
Yeah.
She says it's like She's like, it's not like other Dairy Queens.
Yeah,
food's really
she said
good.
the food is like real food, which I'm curious what that means because I'm sure it's still the same menu.
I don't know.
Unless it's not. I don't know. We got to check it out, though.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to see
I don't
that.
think I've ever been to Eau Claire, or maybe for like a volleyball tournament.
I've been there a million times.
I have not. I did not grow up in Wisconsin, so we did not venture our way to Eau Claire very much.
Yeah. Oh, for those who do not know, I've been, dealing with Facebook Marketplace and stuff, but my B16, my turbo B16 build, CSS B16, that is currently for sale. So if you want to buy a Turbo Civic engine, hit me up. You want to put a Turbo B16 in your Integra or something like that? You want a good, solid block, high revving, low compression, already CSS'd, let me know.
Yeah.
Might be able to hook you up. If you're a subscriber, maybe I'll give you a little deal.
Yeah. Check out his listings on Facebook Marketplace. There might be more than one.
Yeah. I did just sell like manual transmission parts. I sold axles, shift linkage, transmission and stuff.
List soon too.
Yeah, I still got traction bar, sway bar. I got other stuff. So
yeah.
So yeah, hit me up. I do have some Honda parts for sale.
Yeah.
Speaking of Honda parts, Tokyo Extreme Racer. I've been playing that a little bit more. I haven't had too much time like the last week, but since the stream, I played a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's getting better. It's getting more and more intense. The battles are getting more intense. The cars are getting faster. I now have nitrous, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I let Lauren play it some more. I think she's liking it. So.
Yeah, it is pretty fun. I do think I like No Hezzy a little bit more.
Really?
But that's just how my brain, I just like the
traffic is super dense in No Hezzy. So you're constantly swerving.
This game, it's a little bit harder to get, I think, in my opinion, for me personally, to get like a feel for the car.
Yeah. So anyway, there's that.
But I think that's because you said it's like more arcade-like.
Yeah.
It's not as like realistic.
Yeah. So, one thing that's kind of sucking lately is this winter's getting long. Seasonal affective disorder is kicking in. Daddy needs some sunlight, please.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little sunny out right now, but it's like not the same.
Yeah.
Because I think you need that like UV too.
Yeah. So I've been taking my vitamin D supplements and everything, but don't look at me like that. So I'm D'd up, but working third shift, I don't get a lot of sunlight, and then being winter on top of that, I really don't get a lot of sunlight.
Well, and you don't want to go outside right now because the entire week it's going to be either in the single digits or negative.
Yeah.
So it's like not good.
It's not good. It's not a good combination for
It's like even if the sun is out, you don't want to be out there because the wind is going to be like 16 miles an hour and it's -1 feels like -10.
Yeah.
You don't want to be outside.
Just wrap yourself up like a burrito, lay on the sidewalk.
Well, then it sucks because you're like stuck in the house all day, and that gets kind of depressing and boring after a while. It's like I need to go out and do things, which is why the pottery this weekend was really fun to do.
Oh, that was so nice.
And then we went to my parents' house afterwards and had dinner, and we got to see my brother and his sister, his wife.
Our future niece or nephew is in her belly right now.
In there. Yeah, I know. They're gonna find out the gender soon, which is gonna be really exciting.
Yeah. One thing that's pretty cool and pretty hip and pretty rad. I already forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh, actually, this is not cool at all. Oh. So I moved the Stealth the other day from guest parking to my driveway, and the clutch pedal felt super soft. And then I released the clutch pedal, and it just slowly came back up, which is a dead giveaway that your master or slave cylinder is worn out.
Yikes.
Bummer, dude. But, nothing I can't fix. I don't think that's too bad on that car. However, on top of that, when I turned on the heat in the car, I immediately smelled coolant.
So you have a coolant leak and an exhaust leak and a slave cylinder problem.
Yes. Possibly master cylinder problem.
Yeah.
So the Stealth's got a bunch of little problems. What sucks is if it is heater core, I thought it was maybe steaming from the engine bay and getting sucked into the cabin, which could be the case, but...
Oh, if it's like got a spurt?
Maybe, yeah. If it's like misting and then the cabin air filter's sucking it in,
Yeah.
Could be the case. Either way, I'll have to do a coolant pressure test on that car, see where it's leaking, and yeah, if it is the heater core, you got to pull the dash out of that Stealth, and apparently that is a bad time.
I could tell because that dash is like thick. That's a good dash.
It's complicated. But one thing that's good about it is when I do separate it, I don't think it'll be falling apart on me.
No, it shouldn't.
What's nice is all the materials they use in that Stealth are really high quality. It's a nice like rubbery leather. And then all the clips are metal, which is super cool.
Oh, that's nice.
So the body panel clips are metal.
Yeah,
So you
no
never have to
plastic
replace
clips.
them. Yeah. It's plastic clips on a 30-year-old car.
Dude,
They all break.
my Fusion, I took the door panel off once.
Yep. And then like all the clips fall to the ground.
Yeah, literally 2 clips broke immediately. And then I had to pull it off again because my window regulator broke or got like whatever gummed up in there.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, we had to literally, my dad, oh my God, my dad, he literally took a screw, screwed my door in, like the door panel in.
Oh yeah, you see that every once in a
Into the
while.
frame,
The old
yeah.
self-tapper the door panel on.
Yep,
That's
there's a
nothing
couple of
new.
screws holding it
That is nothing new. I've seen that many times.
Yeah, I was like, whoops.
So yeah, I might have that going. And it sucks too because I gotta squeeze a lot of these projects in by the end of the month because I gotta, working on somebody else's project at the end of the month and it's big.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta talk to him about that and hopefully I can make that all work out. But to make a long story short, I gotta lock in. So I gotta make sure I get my routine down and I'm at it pretty much every night till the rest of the month here.
It's so hard because it's like you want to be able to enjoy your weekends, and you as someone who does not get sunlight, and like people are up on the weekends. Like, no offense, I'm not staying up till 3 a.m. with you on the weekend because I also have to worry about my sleep schedule.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's tough because then it's like, well, you want to get some sunlight on the weekends when you can.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's like you got to do a full 180.
How about a 360?
360.
540.
420.
Speaking of that, I miss skateboarding. I miss riding bikes.
I miss riding bikes. So
I miss swimming. I miss eating ice cream on the porch.
Going to Dairy Queen, getting a dilly bar.
Oh, I miss hopping on the Interceptor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And you got to fix the Interceptor.
And I got to fix the Interceptor carbs. Dude, it's nonstop. Like I was saying, I got problems nonstop.
Yeah.
But I also I could also avoid all these problems if I didn't own like a bunch of old stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it's quality stuff. It's just old.
Yeah,
that happens.
But it's cool. Honestly, I don't think I'd have it any other way. Yeah. And like I said, it's nonstop content. People could look at that like a bad thing, but I'd say it's probably a good thing.
All right, would you rather spend $5,000 fixing the car or $700 a month on a car payment?
I'd rather stick the money into the old cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because these cars break necks, and they're cool now, but in 20 years, they're going to be super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my plan is, I've talked to people, I just want to keep my fleet alive as long as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So, in 10 years, I still want to be owning the Interceptor, the Stealth, the Legend, the Civic. It's like the perfect...
Oh, man, we got to get a new hood.
And the CRV.
Hood for the CRV.
Oh, because the CRV's got those...
It's got those tiny little rust spots for me.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Oh, we got to fix fix the rust in the door.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a tiny little rust spot on the inside of the door frame.
Yeah, what do you call that? The door frame, the door jamb.
Jam, yeah.
Yeah, inside one of the door jams on the CRV, they got a little rust bubble going on.
I know.
What the heck? Not even in like the corner of the quarter panel where the quarter panel meets the bumper. That's the classic spot. Solid, rust free there. But yeah, on the inside of the door jamb, the back rear door, it's got a rust bubble. I can't be having that.
No.
But I'm not going to repair it outside when it's this cold, so.
No. And
that'll wait till springtime.
Yeah, the hood's got all these little chips, too, in the paint where, you can see a little rust forming on it. But you can just buy a new hood.
Yeah.
Just click it out, click it in.
There will be one day, like I said, for all our cars, I kind of have little future build plans for every one of them. Like, the CRV in the future, it'd be awesome to do a paint job on that car.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, probably leave it as is.
Yeah.
Pretty nice car. I gotta build a center console for that and put the sub in there.
We gotta keep it as a daily driver.
Yeah, it's gotta be reliable.
Keep it alive as a daily driver.
And then the Stealth. I just basically want to make that thing look as sporty as possible. Lower it a little bit, put some maybe turbo wheels on it.
It's very low.
Lower it a little more, turbo wheels, maybe some stance part air cups. And then coilovers. I'm looking into higher end coilovers. I could talk about this for a long time, but the most expensive coilovers I've ever ran are the Tane Street Advanced, which when I bought them back in 2019, they were about a $500, $600 coilover. I want to know if any of you guys have experience with Olin's coilovers, BC Racing coilovers, Fortune Auto coilovers. If you guys have had a setup where you can honestly say you maybe only have 2 to 3 inches of suspension travel, but the car still rides nice. I want to know if anybody out there has that experience or maybe had some Tanes or mid-level coilovers and then went to the expensive stuff. And, is it worth the price? Is there a reason it's $2,000 as opposed to $500?
Mm-hmm.
You just paying for the name, or is the performance really back it up?
Mm-hmm.
So that is one thing I'm curious about before I dive in and blow $2,000 on coilovers for every car.
Every car, the CRV?
Not besides the CRV.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't
maybe
think we
even
need
the
to worry.
CRV lower that John
Girl,
down.
no.
My buddy Sean sent me a picture of a lowered CRV the other day, and he's like, "You should do this, get it," because there's a dude from Thailand. He's like, "Get on Thailand's level or whatever."
Oh.
It's like, first of all, I'm not kissing a lady boy. Second of all, I'm not lowering my CRV.
Oh my god.
That's like the reason we have that thing is it's off the ground, you know.
Yeah.
If we
It's
got to
good
do
in the winter.
anything off road, that's the car to take.
And you can hitch a trailer to it.
Yep.
Be fine.
Yeah. Although it can only tow like 500 pounds, but
A small one.
yeah, small trailer. You can tow your bike around. I picked up the motorcycle.
A boat.
Small aluminum boat, maybe.
Jet ski.
Yep.
Oh, it finally snowed. It's a lot of people in snowmobiling.
Yeah. Oh, and there's an ice race today. I was thinking about ice racing.
Oh, I
but
forgot about that.
I got so much stuff going on at the house right now. I couldn't
No,
get out
that's
an
too
ice
much,
race.
Yeah.
And I also didn't want to embarrass everybody out at the track.
Right.
That thing is. But me and Lauren did have a little fun out in the car yesterday on the way to the pottery place. Fresh snow on the ground.
Yeah, it was actively snowing. We're on our way, and my butthole was clenched the whole time because he kept drifting the car
Yeah.
in the snow.
I was showing her how to link drifts together.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
How to drift on the on-ramps.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Drift under bridges. Drifting on blind corners.
Yeah, that fucking scared me so bad. I was like, dude, this is a blind corner.
As long as you stay in your lane, there is nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Oh, I finally ordered my wedding dress.
Oh, there you go.
I did that last night.
Mm-hmm.
It's I ordered it online. I don't know. I'm sure people say don't do that, but I took all my measurements and I got one that would fit. So
The thing is, if you try to buy like a pre-made dress at the store, the dresses don't come in beautiful princess size. So
thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So obviously she's gonna have a hard time finding them.
Yeah, I just wanted like I had like a specific idea of what I wanted my dress to look like in my head, and I knew that if I went to like the local stores around here, they weren't gonna have what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like they're gonna have like the classic like sweetheart neckline, you know, bodice, beaded bodice, and you know, it's like I don't like.
Did you go for a slightly alternative wedding dress?
I think, and technically.
Ayo!
So you'll like it.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's definitely more me.
On Facebook Marketplace, looking at
dress.
You get the dresses on Facebook Marketplace.
I do.
Never been worn. Wedding dress never been worn.
I don't know.
Oh, it's so bad.
These ladies are lying because
the ladies
like,
are looking for a man.
No, but it's also like, you know, I don't know if they're lying and just saying, excuse me, never been worn because it was only worn once on their wedding day, and they're just like, oh, it was never worn.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I do. I have been checking out like Facebook Marketplace just in case there was like randomly a dress that showed up that was super cheap that I was like, oh my God, I love it. But yeah, even still looking on Facebook Marketplace for like used wedding decor, these people are charging an arm and a leg for it. There's no way. They'll be like, some used fake eucalyptus finds $300 for 10 feet of it. I'm like, and I'm not driving. You have to come to me.
Yeah, back in the day, that shit was free on Craigslist.
Literally, I'm like, no one lists for anything for free? It'll be the stupidest thing, like stupidest piece of wedding decor, and they want at least $10 for it. I'm like, bro,
fake shiplap wooden mini signs.
Literally
$600.
I even looked. So I went through a thing where I was looking at Dollar Tree for some decor, and half the time I will see stuff on there that's like Dollar Tree wedding decor, and they're like $50. No, these bitches are crazy.
Nickel-plated cake cutter, $750.
5 charger plates, $3,000.
50% polyester tablecloths, $6,000.
Mirror, it has writing on it, but you can wash it off yourself. $800.
LED candles, $200 a piece.
A piece.
Wedding shoes for the bride, slightly stinky. $900.
Literally.
If I get time to wash out the stains,
it's so crazy.
$2,000.
Oh my God, I've even seen like used garters, like the thing that the girls put around their leg. Disgusting.
I caught one of those once, and that's why I was the next to get married, I think.
When did you catch one?
At my cousin's wedding.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and here I am getting married.
Ew.
And, yeah, but yeah, you do kind of feel gross holding that thing.
Yeah, because it's his wife's, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ew.
Yeah, maybe she had it around her arm. I don't remember if it was on her leg or anything like that. And I definitely didn't give it a smell test. Well, maybe it was on her arm. Maybe it was.
That's like such a weird tradition to have of like the girl with the fiance or the bride has the garter on her leg and then he goes under her dress.
That's the worst. Yeah, when they slide backwards under the dress like a mechanic. like they're about to drop the tranny on the legend.
To pull it off with their teeth.
Oh,
ew! In front of your friends and family, you fucking freak.
What if it's edible, like a fruit roll up, and he munches it,
like a little elastic string with like fruity pebble or not fruity pebbles, one of the Fruit Loops around
Fruit Loop necklace. Remember making Fruit Loop necklace as a kid? Ooh, you should wear one. I'd be like, ooh, I like your
Fruit
necklace,
Loops.
and then I'd be eating your Fruit Loops.
Oh, so but it's not for me; it's for you.
Yeah,
right. But what if I get like a gluten rash around my neck?
You won't get a gluten rash.
No, I'm not gonna get a gluten rash.
I gotta call out of work today. I got terrible gluten rash.
And I told people, they'd ask me, like, have you bought the wedding dress yet? No. And they'd be like, oh, well, you need to get on that. And
Oh, yeah.
I know.
You should buy it.
I know. Trust me, it's been on my list. I just haven't had time or money.
Story of my life, brother.
It was $700. That's a good chunk of change.
That is a good chunk of change. Well, but compared to what some people spend, it's nothing.
I mean, when you watch Say Yes to the Dress, these bitches are dropping $5,000 on the dress, and that's on the low end.
Yeah.
When you see some bitch on Say Yes to the Dress with a $2,000 budget, you're like, poor, bitch, you're poor.
Yeah. Like, ask yourself this question. Would you rather buy a wedding dress for $3,500, or would you rather buy Afton's B16 turbo-ready engine for $3,500? I think I know my answer.
Neither.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Crafting Cars, episode 9. If you haven't checked out Sunday's episode, check that out. I'm going to finish that up right now. And then also, every Tuesday, I'm going to be uploading this year, I promise. So next Tuesday, I'll have another episode. What is this one going to be? Maybe the stealth exhaust repair. Otherwise, it could be I got to put fuel injectors on the Legend. Obviously, I got to replace the seals on the Legend, put the trans back in there. Yeah, I got so much stuff to do.
Whatever happened to Feet Finder?
We're not talking about that. All right, see you guys later. Bye-bye.